Coming up next, right here on SoapNet.
Come on, Jack. Out with it.
Yeah, the truth. Because you know that money that I used to open up the cafe didn't come from Nana.
Girls, I don't know any more than you do.
Look, Jack, please, can you just imagine the thousands of ways that I'm coming up with for Jamal to have gotten that money?
He told you not to say anything, didn't he?
I didn't say that.
Jamal's in trouble, isn't he?
If something is going on, you have to tell us.
Like what? What do you want me to tell you?
Well, for starters, where he is. Where is Jamal?
So which one of these guys I gotta watch out for on the course?
Truth is, none of them are in your league.
It's been a while since he's raced.
Not that long.
Long enough to lose your edge.
Look, why don't you let me worry about my edge? Okay, you just hold up your end of the deal, and I'll do mine.
You win this race and we'll all be happy.
And so proud of Muffin Boy.
Lay off, Sam. It's no way to welcome back a champ.
Okay, I'm not back. I ride one, period.
Let's see how you feel when you come around the first few corners with the pack behind you, huh?
Look, Zach, this is over. You got that? One night, one race, that's it. Do you hear me, man?
Yeah,
I win, I walk, and I never see you or your little Spice Girl again. I'm gonna check my bike.
Think our man's ready?
Yeah, he's fine for tonight. Down the road, he'll need a lesson on who calls the shots.
Hi, this is Chris Miller. I'm calling back Dr. Franson about my wife's prenatal results. Right, yeah. Oh, that's great. That's just what we wanted to hear. Well, this baby means everything to her. So what's going on?
Why'd you want me to come up here?
Look, I know that there's a lot going on right now for both of us.
Well, that's an understatement.
Well, remember what we were talking about earlier?
Mm-hmm. The what ifs.
Right. What if Rhonda's liver panel comes back as a match for Ariana? And then what if Ariana gets the transplant? And in time, she recovers. And then in time, sooner or later, we'll be able to maybe start thinking about our future together and maybe even a family.
Dr. Lambert, Dr. Quartermain
Yes.
needs these all filled out and back on his desk by tomorrow.
Go on.
So?
Oh, excuse me. Marcella wanted me to tell you that the equipment for your wife's home care, it's down in the ER. So let me know when you're ready, and I'll help you take it out to your car.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's continue this in the on-call room. Come on.
Code yellow, 112 east. Code yellow, 112 east.
Absolutely. Now I'll pass the news along to her. Thanks. All right, you take care. Hey,
Ramsey, could we have a moment, please? Eve?
Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, good. Dr. Ramsey, these just came in. I think you should look at them right away. You guys, too.
What are they?
The results from Rhonda Wexler's liver panel.
Rhonda? Remember me? I'm Dr. Collins. I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions.
About what?
Well, about Frank Scanlon. He's disappeared again.
Good. Then he won't be poking around in my basement anymore.
Well, if he shows up here to
He's
talk...
not, you know.
What I know is that he believes that he connected with you through a computer. Only you were back in 1973, and
He's crazy. All right, he's absolutely crazy. Now, come on, leave me alone.
He also says that you have a daughter.
Yeah, named Karen. He actually gave her a name. That's how sick the guy is.
Rhonda?
Get out of here. God, what kind of doctor are you anyway? You're making me feel worse.
I'm sorry, that's not what I'm trying to do.
Don't you understand that the one thing I always wanted was a family? It would have made my pathetic life better. Someone that I cared about who cared about me. But I don't have any children, all right? I don't have a daughter named Karen. I wish to God I did, but I don't, all right? I just don't.
I bought an old computer.
somehow I connected to a girl named Cookie who was living in 1973. And it turns out Cookie's Rhonda Wexler. Anyway, I told her not to go to a dance. She was going to meet a boy there. But I talked her out of going, and in the process, stopped the woman I love from ever being conceived. So, Karen ceased to exist.
Wait a minute. Describe her. Tell me what she looks like.
She's beautiful.
Her hair, what color is it?
It's brown. And thick. It's about down to here. Her eyes are brown, too. She's got the most amazing brown eyes. She has these full lips, high cheekbones, and the most incredible smile. She can't be gone.
Does she look anything like this?
Where could Frank be?
He'll probably come walking through that door any minute.
Actually, I think he might be a while. I think I talked Frank into getting a quick checkup, or at least going home to get some rest.
Well, you said he was upset about something, but you didn't say what. Okay, now tell me, what's going on?
Okay. Have you ever heard of a doctor at GH named Karen Wexler?
No.
Well, Frank's going around telling everybody that he's in love with her and that she's disappeared and he's got to find her and that we're all crazy for not knowing who she is.
That doesn't make any sense. If there'd been a doctor at GH by that name, we'd know her, especially if Frank was involved.
Sweetheart, we're going to figure out what's happening here. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll find Frank.
You bet.
I'm not crazy, Joe. She is real. And I will find her. I will find her and bring her back. I have to.
Well, what is it? What's the condition of Rhonda's liver?
Cirrhosis. It's too much damage. Rhonda's on borrowed time herself.
And no family, no brothers or sisters, nothing?
Nothing. I already checked. Sorry.
Okay, that's that then.
Thanks for trying, Chris.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks a lot. I hope you have some better news for me.
I was going to tell you that Rhonda had been a patient of mine last year, and we checked her for liver damage then, but it was too severe this time around, I guess. I'm sorry.
It's all right. I got caught hoping as well. Okay, I should go check on Ariana.
Okay. Give her my best, please. Ian, I'm thinking about her. All the time.
Okay.
You were gonna tell him, weren't you?
You heard him. Nothing has changed. Ariana is still his top priority.
What about yours?
Well, I've been trying not to think about that. But I guess the time has come. I have a big decision to make. Big life decision. Starting now.
I don't mean to upset you. Actually, I came here to warn you, Rhonda. No one knows where Frank is, and he could show up here anytime.
I already told him
We've
everything.
all told him. Frank believes you have a daughter.
But he's wrong, all right? I don't want to talk to him anymore. I don't want to talk to you. Just leave me alone.
Okay. Hope you feel better. Kevin. Rhonda's test result?
She can't be a donor.
Don't tell me. Too much liver damage.
Yeah. Did I hear you say that she has a daughter?
Well, Frank Scanlon thinks so.
Any truth in it?
All I can tell you is Frank is looking for a woman that he claims to be in love with, and she's named Karen Wexler.
Who he thinks is Rhonda's daughter.
Who he also says is a doctor in this hospital. Meanwhile, no one's ever even heard of the woman.
I would give anything to find a relative of Rhonda's. Because if she's a match, chances are a blood relation would be also.
And a donor is your only way of saving Ariana now.
Look, Allison, if I could tell you where to find Jamal, I would.
Look, if he's mixed up in something, then just...
nothing illegal.
Jack, I'm gonna kill you if you don't just tell me exactly what is going on.
Allison, hold on. Wait a minute.
Look, Libby, I can't tell you either.
Well, why not? You promised him about Allison, but my name never came up. And we do not have any more secrets, Jack. You promised me, remember?
Is there a mechanic around here?
Yeah. Hey, what's up, man?
My ride's dead, and I gotta get out to that race.
Oh, man.
You can
Wait,
look at
race,
it.
wait, what race?
Check it out. I'm surprised you're not out there.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Thanks.
Wait. Jack, no, get in here. I know who this is. This is Sam, your old pal cycle slut, all right? Remember the one who tried to run me down?
Allison, just listen to me.
Jamal's
all right?
at this race, isn't he? With Zach and his gang and her, isn't he?
Yes.
But he said that they were dangerous.
Allison, if you want to know, you're gonna have to ask Jamal. All right, he'll have to tell you.
Damn right he will.
No, Allison, wait. We're coming with you.
What, we are?
Yes.
I stick around, we'll start to find out.
Meaning Ian.
Meaning I came this close to getting sick today.
Yeah, I know. In the ER, I saw.
And before anybody else does, I have to think of a good reason to leave town. Because there's no future here for Ian and me.
Doesn't mean that you have to pack up and go.
If he's still here, it does. I can't keep getting my hopes up. Every time I even hear the slightest chance, there's the slightest possibility that Rhonda could be a match for Ariana, I get my hopes up and then I start celebrating.
I know. All the ups and downs are probably making you pretty dizzy.
They're killing me. And hearing it again for the 10th time just makes this 10 times harder than it did the last time. And if I'm gonna have a child, I wanna make sure that my feet are planted firmly on the ground. My son or my daughter is not gonna grow up the way I did. They are not gonna grow up with a mother like mine, a mother who doesn't even have enough peace in her heart to put her child first. My baby is gonna have a stable mom who is happy with the choice she made.
You sound sure of yourself.
Well, it's not what I planned, but I can do it. I can be a good mom.
I know you can.
I am ready, I am strong, and I have lots of love to give. My baby can have a wonderful life, even if I have to do it all by myself. I will make that my choice, even if I don't have one.
Look, what if I told you that you do
What?
have a choice? I mean, another choice. There may be an option that you haven't considered yet.
Which is?
Me.
Oh, thank God, Kevin. Did you find him? Is there any news?
I wish there was. What about Neil? Has anyone checked in to see if he's heard any of this yet?
He's in Europe with Courtney.
Thank goodness. But now, Kevin, couldn't there actually be somebody named Karen Wexler?
Mom.
Well, but maybe she just lives someplace else. Or maybe she really is Rhonda's daughter. Or maybe it's one of those computer romances everybody's talking about.
It's a big bunch of maybes, Mom.
So, maybes happen.
Victor, have you heard anything from your friends at the agency?
I could call them back. That's a good idea, Monk. They've had enough time to run down any leads they've uncovered.
If there are any.
Oh, will you have a little faith,
Look,
please?
if a Karen Wexler has ever crossed paths with Frank ever in his
Hello,
life...
Victor Collins. Is he in? Salutations. What do we got for me? I see. No, understood. Thank you.
Well?
They ran it through all channels.
And?
There is no evidence that a Karen Wexler, who'd be the right age, who might have been a doctor living at some time in Port Charles, conceivably the daughter of Rhonda Wexler, ever existed.
No one remembers you, Karen. I'm the only one. But I don't care what they think. You're real, and I am going to find you if it takes me the rest of my life. Let them all think I'm crazy. I don't care. I don't care what they think.
Scan.
Ian.
Easy. Hey. I figured I'd find you. I just had a conversation with Kevin.
Oh, with Kevin, huh? You heard the I'm crazy story?
Well, I heard part of it.
Which part?
The part where Rhonda Wexler has a daughter she can't remember.
No one can remember her but me. Well, here she is, the woman who doesn't exist.
She looks real enough here.
You don't remember her either, though, do you? And you worked with her.
I did?
Yes, more than once, side by side. She's a great doctor.
Okay. I wish I did remember Rhonda having a daughter, because I would be testing her blood right now.
What, testing her blood?
Rhonda was a potential donor for Ariana, but her liver is...
My God. Ian, the night Karen disappeared, she was on her way to the hospital to talk to Eve. She'd finally gotten past her fear.
What are you talking about?
She was going to be a volunteer. She's a match for Ariana, Ian. Karen is a match.
One day.
On the last lap.
Wait, which one's Jamal?
Yeah, right there on the outside. Go, baby, go ahead. Let's go, baby. Oh, wait, watch your lights. Go, Woo! He won. Jamal, you the best. Sorry. I'm not the only one who's going to be sorry.
Allison, don't.
Yeah, all right. Nice race, Jamal.
Yeah, whatever, man. I heard my end of the deal. Now you.
How could you do this?
Allie.
What are you thinking?
Allie.
Are you out of your mind? Jamal, answer me.
All right, listen. Now, neither of us have been very lucky in love, right?
Loser number one, number two.
Yeah, but you're not a loser, Eve. You just said that you want your child to be raised differently than you were. Okay, you want the white picket fence and the dog and the yard and all that good stuff for your child.
And this has to do with you because why?
You can have all of that. All of that and more. Maybe not with Ian, but you can with me.
With
me, yeah. Yeah. Eve, I'm asking you to marry me.
So by talking on the computer to Rhonda, who was in 1973, I changed history, and Karen was never born.
Why are you telling me all this?
Because we can help each other.
Help each other? How? Ariana needs a donor yesterday. You're talking to me about someone who doesn't exist.
She does exist.
Okay, fine. Then you find yourself a writer, put it on paper, you'll make millions.
Ian, look, please.
I would love nothing better than to believe your story. But I don't have time for fairy tales.
Fine, you go hold Ariana's hand. One of the reasons Karen wanted to be a donor was to help you and Eve get back together. She believed in your love, Ian. She believed you meant it when you said you weren't going to love Eve for just one night, but for always.
What did you say?
Karen was going to donate part of her liver, not just to save Ariana, but to help you and Eve live happily ever after.
The other part.
What other part?
The part about me loving Eve, not just for one night, but for always. How did you hear that?
Karen told me. She heard it from Eve.
There is no Karen.
Then how come I know that, Ian? I'm not that close with Eve. You didn't tell me. How come I know that? Listen, you want to think I'm crazy like everybody else? Go ahead. Lock me up. Do whatever you want. But before you do, think. What if you're wrong? What if there is a Karen? What if she does exist? What if she's the one person in this world that can save Ariana's life? What if all that's true?
Stay tuned for scenes from the next Port Charles. Time in a bottle.
On the next Port Charles.
That $25,000, I want to know who gave it to me.
Us making a life together does make a crazy kind of sense.
There may be a way to do that.
To travel back through time.
In Pine Valley, it's all about Erica Kane and her world. On SoapNet, it's all about you. Coming up next is All My Children on SoapNet, devoted to soaps and you.
You never know who you'll bump into on All My Children. Coming up next, followed by One Life to Live in General Hospital. SoapNet, pure soap 24/7.